Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, shit. Do that sooner. Okay. Power rankings, guys. Week 2. What a week outside of the game of the week, which was a complete and utter embarrassment between Moss and Cole. I mean, to put up a combined, out of both teams, 150 in a game of the week matchup, that's a disgrace. We'll get to their teams in a minute, but just putting that out there. We expect a higher standard out of game of the week. Now, I never disappoint, obviously. My guys always entertain, but Cole and Gavin, you guys should be ashamed of yourself for that. But anyways, guys, let's just get into the rankings, huh? I mean, pretty good week. Number 10. And this one hurts a little bit. It's former commissioner, Papa Sarm. Yeah, it ain't pretty. I'll say that. He put up 73. It didn't do much different in week 1. I think total on the season, Dan has like 150, 160 points for. Joe Burrow goes down, season-ending injury. I mean, Genty looks like a bust. I don't want to say it's a wash of a season for Dan, but man, this is a pretty deep hole, and through 2 weeks, he's dug himself a pretty deep hole to get out of. But second winningest manager in league history, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think Dan figures it out, but he's got to act fast. I'll say that. Number 9, this one doesn't actually hurt too much to say. It's Carter. Carter kind of got his welcome to the league moment when I dusted him. And O'Marion Hampton, gave him a little hope going into Monday night. He needed like 16, and I think Hampton gave him like 3. And really it should have been like 1, but they gave him the fumble, then they took it away. I don't know what they're doing. He clearly fumbled. We all saw it. But, Carter's got to figure out his running backs, but he's got some pieces. I think Carter's in better shape than Dan, let's be real. But he's still number 9. 0-2, kind of tough. Number 8 is Cole. Cole had a horrible week. 61 points. I mean, that is a disgrace. Let me just say that. But, Derek had like 20 yards, and that's it. No touchdown or anything. So what are you going to do there? But Chase Brown, I don't know, man. I don't know. Without Joe Burrow, and he's a guy who I really liked, but I don't know how to feel about him anymore. So indirectly, the Burrow injury kind of hurts Cole quite a bit. But I don't know. Cole's team's better than 61 points, so it's just annoying. He gets matchup of the week and he does that, but whatever. Number 7 is Liam. Now you're probably thinking like, wait, Cole's 1-1 and Liam is 0-2. Yeah, but Liam put up like the 3rd or 4th most points in a loss week 1, and then he only had 93 this week, but Constance put up like 160 on him. So what's more impressive, 0-2, but like you're scoring around 100 points, or 1-1, but you're like Cole and you have 61? The committee clearly values Liam, what he's done over Cole. Right or wrong, it's the committee. We don't question them. So they got Liam at 7. Number 6 is Evans. Now, solid week at Evans. Where's his team? Yeah, 120. Now, was he kind of carried by JT and Jamar Chase? Yeah, they both gave him like 30, which is crazy. But, good week at Evans. And I would say Evans, he's got a lot of guys who, like, it kind of worked out. Like ETN, obviously, nobody expected this out of ETN. And now he's kind of, for sure an RB2, borderline RB1. I don't know. Travion at the flex, I think he's going to have to figure that out. I don't know. At least for now. I mean, Travion will be fine, but like, I don't know if you can really start him right now in fantasy and feel good about that. But, you know, overall, solid team for Evans. He just made the trade with Moss, swapping AJ Brown and BTJ essentially, and you know, they're both kind of mid right now, so who cares, I guess. Neither of them are Puka, but we'll stay off that for now. But number 5 is Connor. Now, where's Connor here? Or yeah. Now he got dusted by Jake, but Jake put up 140. What are you going to do? Connor still had a good week, 113. Malik went nuts. Remember when people were trying to say, like, Marv was better than him? Could never be me. But, yeah, Malik went crazy. Connor's got a solid squad. You know, it's kind of inevitable that CMC is going to get hurt, probably season ending, you know, maybe week 8 or so. You just kind of know that's coming. It's like every time that he plays, you know, you're kind of nervous, like, oh, is this the game where he's going to like tear something or whatever? Because that's just like, that's CMC these days. But for now, CMC's cooking. I mean, he's like the RB5 right now. I mean, right now it's looking like Connor got great value, because I think he took CMC at like 8, and like the 4th or 5th running back off the board. We'll see. If he stays healthy, it's a win. But number 4, this is kind of where we get into the nitty gritty, the interesting stuff. Number 4 is Moss. Now, he got a win, right? And the committee values wins, so he's not going to drop. But he's not going to climb when he put up 92 points in a win. I mean, who cares? That's like a, you know, congrats, you got the win, but like 92 points, that's not scaring anybody. Especially when, according to Gavin, it's like, he's like, what's going to happen when AJ Brown doesn't give me 1 point? Well, apparently you're going to end up scoring less. That's what's crazy, because last week you had like 10 more points than you have now. So, you know, not impressed with Moss's performance whatsoever. Cole gifted him a win. Like, Moss, actually, just looking at this right now, he would have lost to literally everybody else that he could have played in the league besides Cole, who he played, and Dan. Everybody else scored more points than Moss. So very unimpressive so far, just because on paper Moss is supposed to be this juggernaut, and it's like, where are the points and stuff? I don't know. But yeah, he's number 4, stays where he's at, 1-1. Number 3 is Jake. Now Jake actually had an impressive week. 140 points. I mean, I think literally everybody, including his defense, scored a touchdown for him last week. Now, that's kind of a lot of Jake's guys are like touchdown guys. So it's like, although with T. Higgins now, I don't even know. I mean, is he going to catch touchdowns without Joe Burrow? So that's kind of tough. But, you know, I think Jake's going to have weeks like this where he goes kind of insane, because like his guys, you know, Josh Jacobs and Gibbs might both give him 2 any given week. But there's also the weeks like last week where, you know, they score a normal, or like just don't score touchdowns, and it's like he only put up 90. So I think there's some sketchiness with Team Wharton to a degree, but he's 2-0. He's putting up points as of right now. You know, he's the deserving 3. Number 2, which also gives away number 1. Number 2 is me. Number 1 is Constance. Now, I know the committee was debating pretty hard, because I got the win, and I didn't put up a crazy amount of points, but I put up enough that it's fine. 107, that's kind of like a, you know, around 110, I feel like is kind of a good week. Like 110 or higher, most people are considering, oh, that's a pretty good week. So right around there. But Constance did put up 165. Pretty crazy number. Amonra had like 3 touchdowns. Achane, like, he should basically just be listed as a wide receiver because he's not even like good at running the ball. But they just feed him through the air. It's like actually kind of pathetic. It's like all the Dolphins do is just like throw little screens to Achane. But for fantasy purposes, I mean, it's great. It's just, when do the wheels fall off? McDaniels gets fired and they stop doing that. I don't know. Maybe after this week. But, you know, I think the committee probably was right to move Constance to number 1 and drop me down, even though I won and had a good week. But I think it's fair enough. I think I can kind of even out the field here because I do like some of my matchups this week. So if you guys want a sneaky bet, take my total points over. I think it's listed on DraftKings. But yeah, I mean, those are the rankings. I tried to do this video a little faster. It's still, we're going to be right around 12 minutes, but whatever. Matchup of the week is me versus Jake. The only 2 undefeateds playing each other. There's 3 undefeateds left, me, Jake, and Caleb. And me and Jake are playing each other, so it's like, obviously, we're the matchup of the week. You could argue Caleb and Moss, but Moss is kind of like, he's lost his mystique of like, he's kind of one of those teams, or, you know, he was thought to be one of those teams where it's like, oh, like, that'll be a big matchup of the week game because, like, you'd assume they'd both be good. Moss, it's like, when are we going to stop with the talking of like, oh, you know, my team's this great, and when are we actually going to see, like, the points being scored to, like, back that up? I don't know. So I don't think they really thought that was a better game of the week than me versus Jake. I mean, there may only be 1 undefeated left after this week, and whoever it is going to come out of me and Jake's matchup. So that's your matchup of the week, guys. That's your power rankings.